No? Okay. The Trig, right. Tyler. Okay, so the double angle formula, basically we can use the same idea to make a half angle formula. Because what do we know about theta here? This theta is half of that theta, right? It's half. So we can actually rearrange our formula. You could also write this formula as cos theta equals 2 cos squared of 1/2 theta minus 1. It's the same formula. You're just setting your theta to different things, right? One of them to double, really, what it is there. Okay, so this is where the half angle formula comes from. So rearranging for cos theta here, I'd have to add 1 and then do what? Divide by 2, and that equals cos squared of 1/2 theta. So what do we have to do there? Square root it. And so if you look on your formula sheet, there it is, plus or minus. So half angle for cos theta plus 1/2 is plus or minus the square root of cos theta plus 1/2. Okay, so that's where our half angle formula comes from. The same thing is true. We use the exact same idea for sine. So if we know cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine squared theta, which is on your formula sheet, there it is, right? It's all in your double formula. We could rearrange this. How could I rewrite this to be the same? What else could I? Cos theta equals 1 minus 2 sine squared half theta. Okay, and then we rearrange, and that's how they get sine 1/2 theta is equal to, if we rearrange it, plus or minus 1 minus cos theta over 2. Okay, these are on your formula sheet, and that's how they're derived. They're really derived by the double angle formula. It's really the same thing, just rearranging for the other theta. So let's look at an example. So we left off at this guy here. Find the exact value of sine 22.5. Okay, so if we want sine 22.5, that's 1/2 of what angle? 45. So our theta is 45 degrees. Right, because we're using the formula that sine 1/2 theta is equal to plus or minus the square root of 1 minus cos theta over 2. Where can you find this? Your half angle formula on your formula sheet. And so we want to use our theta as 45 degrees. Right? Our theta is 45. Because half of 45, what are you looking at? No, it's a pepper. Okay, not like you guys. Oh, it's a lemon. Okay, plus or minus 1 minus cos 45 all over 2. The reason why we want to do this is now we could actually figure out the exact value. It's pretty ugly though, because often you'll have a square root and a square root for this exact value. But that's okay. Cos of 45, what ratio is that? Does anyone have that memorized? Root 2 over 2 or 1 over root 2, right? If you're using the special triangles, 1 over root 2, or if you're using your unit circle, it's root 2 over 2. The other one? That looks like a 45, doesn't it? Sorry, I struggle with that. The other one, 60 degrees and 30 degrees. And then root 3, 2, and 1. Okay? Okay, so here, plus or minus, square root of 1 minus, we said root 2 over 2, right? All over 2. So all we need to do here is simplify that inside. It's kind of ugly. How could we simplify that, puppy? It's the first thing we can do to simplify this. Change the 1 to 2 over 2. Get a common denominator. Yeah. So we'll have 2 over 2 minus root 2 over 2 all over 2. Okay, so we can put those two under the same roof. Okay. No. Why don't we change this to 1/2 in front? This 2 on the bottom. Okay. And then this is 2 minus root 2 all over 2. Because then you can see, what can we do? What?
What? Well, the 2's in the things, and then the 1 and the 2, so we have 2 over 2. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely not. Definitely not. 2 and the 2, then the 1. Nope.
So the 1 goes in, and we get 2 minus root 2 all over 4. You cannot reduce this, because this 2 is inside the brackets, inside the radical, so we can't reduce. So that's our plus or minus, and that's our exact value. Now, we have to figure out if it's our plus or our minus. We're not done. If we're 22.5 degrees, the positive or the negative, or both? It's just positive, so it's not the negative. So just positive, 2 root 2. Well, we're at literally fine. Well, look, let's punch it in our calculator. So as long as you're in degree mode, degree, sine 22.5. It's going to be a positive value. So it should be root 2 minus root 2. I need brackets around my numerator. Sorry, guys. It's kind of ugly to type in. Bracket, am I missing a bracket there? 2 minus root 2 all over 4. There you go. Same thing. Okay? Not so bad, right? The half angle form. It's really, I'm giving you the formula, so I'm giving you a lot of, I debated with myself whether I'd make you develop the half formulas and then plug it in. I've decided to give them to you. They're on the formula sheet. And so it's easy. It's just really plugging it in and knowing your exact values. All right? You ready to try the quiz now?
Wow.
Has double angles and all that good stuff? Yeah? Because we're dealing with 22.5 degrees. Right. So, given depending on the quadrant, that's how you figure out if it's plus or minus. Okay? So, I'll leave this up on the board for your quiz. All right, guys. Can you put that away, please? You need your formula sheets. Give me the actual ratio. Yeah, the ratio. It's the ratio, yeah. The y value.
Where's Foster? I don't know if I can do this well.
Bennett's birthday is today, too. Is that why you're skipping?
Birthday bumps.
For his birthday? Lucky Dak.